What's up guys, it's day 237 on our journey to 2000, and in today's video we're going to play a 10-minute rapid game. But before we start that, I want to talk a little bit about my plan to get to 2000 by the end of the year. For those that don't know, I'm trying to get 2 net wins per week, which basically means if I play 5 games, I have to win 4 of them, or if I play 4 games, I have to win 3 of them and lose 1 to have a net of 2-1 games. But basically I need to gain 14 elo a week. And today's the last day of the week. We're starting it on Sundays, and August 18th was the first day of the week. And if we see here, I was rated 1724 before playing this game, which means I should be 1738. Right now I'm 1737. So basically, if I draw a game, it's fine. If I win, it's awesome. And if I lose, that's not that great. But I don't want to think about it too much. I want to just get into the game and see what happens. So let's get started. Okay, so we're versing a 1657 rated player from India. And I actually saw my rating against Indian players is not great. And the reason for that might be because they play fast. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so they weakened their F square, but I can't take advantage of it now. If I come here and takes, I could take. He could take, I could take. He could come here, but then I could take here. So let's try that. So if I give a check, the pawn blocks it. Let me come here. Attacks the bishop. Okay, so he has some real threats here. I could give a check here. I could take the bishop. Can I do anything else? I could give this check here. I could check, he takes, then I could check, he blocks. I wish I could come here attacking the queen, but then he comes like this. I could castle, but then he takes the knight. So forking and winning the rook looks beautiful, but then he takes here with the checkmate. So it feels like we're just forced to take this bishop, so I'll just do that. Now we'll come here, forcing him to protect this pawn. Then we could come in with the check and maybe do some stuff here. Yeah, so check. Block. I feel like I'm in a winning position and I'm not going to find the winning move. So if the bishop comes here, he could develop this. Check, takes, 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 takes. That looks okay. Let's try that. Let's say check here. Let's just go here. What? That's a free queen. So he's obviously playing triggered or something. Now he might resign. What? This is basically what happened yesterday. Someone just gave us a free queen, but this was a little more difficult to see because they moved the pawn forward. I'm going to assume this person was playing triggered, so let's look at their profile. I'm kind of curious. Today they lost 2 games, won a game, and then lost this game. So yeah, maybe they were playing tilted. I'm not sure. All right, well, we're on track to hit 2000. That's good, but let's game review this. Okay, we had 2 misses, played like a 1650. That's not great, but let's go over it. So the computer said I played with 75.8% accuracy against 57.3, and I played like a 1650 versus a 1050. 1650 is not great. I had those 2 misses, so I'm really curious to see what I missed, and we're gonna see what we could learn from this game. Okay, so all of this looks normal. They wanted me to go for this pawn move right away. I guess something like this, but this looks like a little bit annoying. The knight I probably would have pushed here. The queen would come back here to protect the pawn. And then there's b4. This is actually a pretty interesting move. The knight protects this. If he comes back, I could just take. I could also go a4 and try to put pressure here. He could do something like this, in which case I could take, and just ruin his pawn structure completely. That would be an idea. Maybe this pawn comes here as well. Actually, I could even check here. But I don't know what the check does. Computer likes the check because after that there's knight f5 going for this check. If takes, I can take, and he could probably come here. And this is the problem that we're kind of talking about. So, very interesting. But okay, I didn't play like that. I brought the bishop out. I thought this was a weakness that I might be able to exploit. And I thought my pawn move was actually really clever. But computer likes knight a4 to get rid of the bishop instead. I guess because the queen has access to attacking the f square as well. But instead I play like this. My knight gets in. He brings the queen. And here my best move was to fork. I want to kind of understand why. Why is it my best move? g5 to pin the queen to the king. If he takes, I have this, winning the queen. Wow. That's crazy. So what if he came here? Then I have g4 probably checking. Now he could... Oh, he can't block because the knight covers it. He could take, though. But then I have this fork winning the queen. What the hell? So, coming closer to the knight, which looks like the smart move, doesn't work. Coming here also falls for this pin, which allows... Wait, does that allow the fork? Let's see. If I come here... No, it doesn't allow the fork, so that wouldn't make sense. But it's still a winning game. This is still a winning game because this knight comes in with the check. And then what? And then we have a castle stopping from this. And even though we're basically down a piece, we're going to win the rook here. And we just have a nice position. Let's say the knight comes here. We can take. He can take. And we can go queen f3. And if he gets out of the way, or let's say here, that would make more sense. We can go knight f6. He could take. We could take. He could... Oh, no, we don't want to take there. We could take here. Okay. So there's a lot of little tricks here, just because the king is so exposed. So that's pretty interesting. And I missed it. You know, I missed the idea here. I didn't see that. Now, what if I came in with the check? We saw why this works. We saw that the knight can come in. We can win this. That's... I mean, the bishop move is what we analyzed, but this move makes a lot more sense, just winning the queen right away. If he comes here, maybe this queen thing is a move. Computer likes castling. So I don't know why I was so scared to castle. I just wanted to be more aggressive, I guess. But this wins me a rook right away, and I saw it. So there really was no reason for me not to do that. And here we see that I just had that miss. I really didn't analyze it, that's why. I'll tell you guys what I thought. I thought takes. If king comes closer, my knight's gonna get taken and have to deal with this. So I saw takes, this, castles, and I'm losing because he's gonna take my knight. This is my idea. But even here I have this fork. So it was very I think the lesson here probably will have to do with knight forks. Just knights are so powerful. And I have to really sear it into my brain that this is possible. So I'm just gonna look at it for a second. Anyway, let's see what else happened this game. I came in to attack. This bishop move wasn't the best. Computer liked queen g4. Makes sense. I'm putting pressure right away on this pawn. Let's say his pawn comes forward. Then I have queen c8, which is a crazy move. He's forced to come here. We have a castle, and that's it. He has no castling rights, and hopefully I would be able to win this game. Something like this just gives me a free rook. Something like this just gives me a free rook. So he can't really develop his pieces. Something smart might be trying to trade here. That's something I would consider. But I could probably just take this and probably be a good move to do. Bringing the knight back was not a good idea. Apparently knight f6, giving this up, discovered attack on the queen. So I completely missed that because this stops protecting the queen. So a lot of big mistakes. I was okay with this because I was like, oh, this is a great position. I'm threatening something that looks pretty strong. Now the knight could come here, unfortunately. And now it would probably result in an even game. Because I would probably castle to try to get the rooks in. Let's say he brings the other knight in. Maybe I would consider trading here. So I could get into the position like this. He might have done this. I could have done this. He might have done this. It doesn't look that great. Maybe I would do this to try to come here. But I don't know. Yeah, you see computer says taking the knight is the best thing. Because let's say he comes here. I have this check. I have this check. And then what? I guess I can take here. Take. And I'm up a piece. Maybe it could have turned into something like that. But there were so many simpler moves. And the biggest problem I have in chess is not understanding how to take advantage capitalization. When you have an advantage, how to capitalize that and turn it into a win. Like I played really well until here, and then I kind of messed up not giving the fork. But okay, maybe I was, you know, I have to be more careful understanding the principles of knights. Knights are just so crazy. So okay, I won't go crazy about that one. When he pushed this pawn forward, I should have seen this check. I think I did see the check, but I was just thinking the queen could just take it, which is true. But being down 2 minor pieces for a queen is definitely okay. And here I would probably castle or try to bring my queen closer to the action. Something like this looks good. Stops him from doing that stuff also. And here I could probably check just to force him to get away. I would have a lot of pressure here. And if he takes, this is just checkmate. So this would be very annoying to deal with. And maybe I would even try to attack this knight right away. which looks kind of funny. So there are a lot of interesting ideas here. I don't know how I would go through this, but this is winning. So anyway, if you watched this far, I know it was a shorter video today, but it's also early in the morning. I got up early because I have a bunch of stuff I gotta do. So it's nice that we got this win for the last day of the week. If you watched this far, really appreciate you. It's a Rode R-O-D-E. This is a Rode microphone. It's a lav microphone, I think it's called. Lav mic. You could attach it to your shirt and you speak into it, so it's good for streaming and stuff. I've used it before. I might use it in the future for you guys, and maybe playing chess outside. That would be really cool. Maybe in like a year when we get better. So that's some cool stuff. R-O-D-E. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.